Thunderbird at Powerland in Kauhava, Finland holds the distinction as the northernmost wooden roller coaster in the world. Thunderbird is Powerland's only wooden roller coaster, and further, it's one of only two wood coasters in all of Finland. This Great Coasters International creation is the layout that was cloned for Six Flags St. Louis's American Thunder. But is the original better? Find out in this review of Thunderbird. I previously made a review for American Thunder. In that review, I noted that my 2018 rides were significantly better than my 2020 rides. My 2018 rides had good airtime start to finish. My 2020 rides felt slow, and the airtime was far less pronounced. So I was curious how Thunderbird would run, given that it has the same layout. Thunderbird opened in 2006 as GCI's first wooden coaster in Europe. The coaster is towards the back edge of the park, and it features an 82-foot or 25-meter tall lift hill, a top speed of 48 miles per hour or 77 kilometers per hour, and a total track length of 2,713 feet or 827 meters. These are pretty pedestrian stats for a wood coaster, but this was a significant addition for both Powerland and Finland. Powerland opened in 2002. Their first two coasters were cheap, off-the-shelf models, but they made a splash in the industry with their third coaster in Thunderbird. This custom layout signaled that Powerland was about to become a mainstay in Finland's relatively small amusement industry. And Thunderbird looks great. The brown wooden structure looks aesthetically pleasing with the sea of hills, and it has a commanding presence adjacent to the midway. The trains feature vibrant tie-dye paint schemes. Now, I did think the color choice was a tad overboard, but they definitely stand out against the track. Along with the coaster itself, you have a wonderful entrance sign, with this bird atop a waterfall, and then the station is themed to an American train station, but there really isn't much else to see along the course. Thunderbird is quite possibly the highest capacity coaster at Powerland, featuring two Millennium Flyer trains, each seating 24 riders. These are the older generation Millennium Flyers with the super cushiony seats and the standard T-bar restraint. As with the other GCIs, I recommend holding your restraint after the employees check it. Otherwise, it will continuously ratchet downwards throughout the coaster, making it harder to experience the airtime. Thunderbird begins with a U-turn out of the station, and then you ascend the lift hill. Once at the top, you plunge to the left down the 80-foot or 24-meter tall first drop. This drop doesn't offer any airtime, but it does offer some nice laterals towards the back of the train as you're whipped down the hill. The pull-up from this drop is rather bumpy, and it made me nervous if the entire coaster would be rough, but thankfully this was the only shaky spot. The rest of the coaster was very smooth. The first turnaround is one of the highlights of the ride. Those towards the front get a good pop of airtime entering the element, while those in the back get some good floater airtime coming down. Then comes the highlight of the ride, the speed hill that dives underneath the ride's structure. Not only does this moment deliver an awesome head chopper, but you get some sustained floater airtime, which is relatively rare in a GCI, but I always love when it does happen. This speed hill is immediately followed by the slow, high-speed turn that delivers a quick jolt of laterals, and then you rise up into the second turnaround. This one offers okay laterals throughout the train, and a decent pop of airtime in the descent for those in the back. Thunderbird then traverses this L turn that hugs the lift hill, and those up front get this tiny pop of airtime entering the element. Then everyone gets some weak floater airtime on the bunny hill that follows, but that'll be the last airtime moment of the ride. At this point, Thunderbird dies. You rumble around this dull third turnaround, and then you traverse 4 bunny hills back to back to back to back. These bunny hills look ripe with airtime, but you're not traveling fast enough to come out of your seat at all. At least American Thunder in 2020 offered small pops of airtime in these hills, but on Thunderbird, I got nothing. That's followed by a slow final turnaround, and then you hop up into the brake run, ending the ride on a whimper. Thunderbird starts strong, but it feels like it loses a ton of speed after that second turnaround, and the airtime disappears as a result. It felt even weaker than American Thunder in 2020, which is widely considered the worst year for that coaster. In the day I rode, Thunderbird had temperatures in the low 70s, which is pretty good for northern Finland, and I made sure to try riding in the afternoon, but I still came off underwhelmed. So what would I rate Thunderbird? I would give this coaster a 6 out of 10. It is the best wood coaster in Finland, and it is a fairly enjoyable coaster between the solid start and smoothness. It's just that the second half is a disappointment. If I caught this ride on a bad day, I'd love to hear down in the comments. Based on my rides, I think this is a lower tier GCI, but it does complement Powerland's steel coasters well. So those are my thoughts on Thunderbird, Europe's first GCI. What are your thoughts on this coaster? Or American Thunder? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.